Good morning, everybody. We're going to be playing some more Assassin's Creed this morning. Jumping on the gaming stream a little bit early today. Kind of got a different schedule, so off stream that is. So we're going to do about 2 hours in this, as long as my audio works. There we go. And we are doing Naoe's quest. So we've got a bunch of different quests here. And we're going to go ahead and do her quest line. And then I might go kill that guy right after that. So stay tuned for that. Don't worry. He's bad. What? I thought my quest was like right here. What? Interesting. Okay. Should I go ahead and do this one then, since I'm right here? Yasuke. Okay, we gotta return to him as well. I swear I just did that the other day. Okay, people of Omi. So I guess we should do that since we're right here. Okay, so let me switch to Yasuke. Although maybe I should have gotten down off of the very high ledge before I did that, since she has the ability to do a ninja roll. And Yasuke does not. Okay, so we're doing... not you, we're doing this quest. And yes. Okay, right by Bushi Gardens. That looks safe. How about we don't fall to our death? Why is he like walking all slow? Game, what are you doing? Okay, yeah. Alright, so you can run sometimes, you can't run other times. Cool. Make up your mind, maybe. Ah! Alright, only took a little bit of damage. Maybe Yasuke will eventually learn some of the shinobi abilities. And Naoe will become more of a samurai. It is neat that they've got two very distinct playstyles as two primary characters, and you can kind of switch between them for some quests, and other quests requires them. Okay. His balance is not very good. Okay, is it in the mansion? No. It's on the other side of the mansion. Okay.
This is enemy territory.
Oh no.
Look at me!
Oh, that lived up to the name. Okay. 'Twas brutal. Can I loot this? Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna smuggle this. Thanks for your stuff. That's why you should have kept to yourself. Minded your own business. Okay. Just put 15 planks of wood in my pocket. Come on. There we go. Alright, so I'm marking it so that way it makes it so that my dudes will pick up these supplies at the end of the season.
Am I being toyed with?
Okay. Okay. It's got rations. Alright, so I don't need to be here. So So go. Nope. Nope. Not what I was trying to do. Just trying to run this. Yep. Nope. Yeah. Why is the movement so wonky this morning? It's like, let me hug to this wall. Let me make it so that you can only walk slowly. Cool, thanks, game. You shouldn't have. It's exactly what I was going for. I've played a ton of these styles of games. This game, kind of wonky movement. It needs some tweaking. Okay. Let's return to our teacher. Nominatsu's got a nice backyard. Talk to me.
It is good to see you again, Yasuke. What of the days since Honnoji? New allies and fresh purpose guide my steps, Sensei. But it is not the same as before. It is not. We will not see anything like the days of Lord Nobunaga's reign again. Ambitions and dreams are but leaves in the wind. I never thought I would outlive him. But all things must pass, even power and valor such as his. So it is with us all. So it is with myself. But your loyalty has proven you worthy of bearing this flame. It is time, Yasuke. Open the scroll. Sensei, you honor me before my time. I am not skilled enough. Your sword is ready.
This girl is just
Your
like
heart.
a coupon.
What would you have me do? After my disgrace, my finest students scattered across the land in search of new techniques. Seek out these masters of the art, Yasuke. Prove to them that my sword school remains unbroken, and they will teach you how the samurai's weapons may bloom in battle. I will prove your faith in me, Sensei, and return your champion. There is
Cool.
one thing I wish to ask. Will you drink with me? 1 cup of sake. Just one. Your potential is matched only by your impudence. Fine. 1 cup of sake. But only when you return in triumph.
He's gonna die beforehand. That's my guess. The teacher. Okay, multiple quests. Alright. Show me. Okay, all the peoples. Okay, do I want to beat them up? There's 2 right here. I am here. I might as well. We'll go there, and then I'll do Naoe's quest, I think. And so I'm thinking also, like, off stream, I'm just gonna, like, put on a podcast and just, like, ride around and collect all of the fast travels so I can just get around faster. Because, that's kind of, the boring part. So we'll just go ahead and skip it off stream. Okay, this is not much faster. Because we're in town. It won't allow you to gallop. In fact, are we slower? No, it's basically about the same speed. Alright. So we're saying that he runs at 1 horsepower.
My sensei sent me to represent our technique in Marume Nagayoshi of Shinkage Ryu. challenges any and all to a duel. By the road that leads north out of
Whoa.
Azuchi, that is him. Nobutsuna Sensei's
It's like
student,
small stilts.
and a familiar face. This time will be different.
Okay. So I guess I'll just go to this one then. It's like, you can start a quest, but not here. Saikoji Temple. The Trade Harbor. Okay, let's go fight this guy. Doop 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 doop.
Yasuke, over here.
I wanted to see if I could
Yasuke.
just kill him.
Seasons have passed since our days on the training grounds of Azuchi Castle. What brings you here?
I'm here
I
to
have
defeat
learnt
you.
much since we last met, Marume Nakayoshi. To attain mastery, I must be tested by one who has done the same. I have come to duel you again.
Tell me what you have learned then. What is the path to victory against a strong opponent?
Nobutsuna Sensei said the mind shifts with everything it confronts.
Thank you for the like on YouTube.
To counter my opponent, I must watch and understand their moves keenly.
You have committed our sensei's teachings to memory. But these lessons are useless if held back by the dispositions of defeat. Timidity, laxity, retreat. There are no foes fiercer than these. Can you overcome them?
I know you are undefeated.
It's actually one of the things we
No
talk
other
about with
man has
undergrads
dared
when I used to
challenge you.
teach at the university.
That is precisely why I have sought
The
you
difference
out.
between like a
Spoken
concept and
like
understanding,
a
like
samurai.
knowing an idea
I
versus
am
being able to
Marume
like
Tessai Nagayoshi,
do it in practice.
by birth Fujiwara Nagayoshi, and I gladly accept your challenge.
Let us fight to the finish. Need motivation.
Never back down, never what?
That's right. Thanks, Nick. Okay, here we go. Marume Nagayoshi. Let us slowly walk toward each other. We will see who has the slower step.
All without is distraction, morning dew and fading mist. The warrior's truest fight is within. Dispel any timidity, Yasuke. Again.
Trying to teach me when you're about to lose. Sensei,
Leave no room for hesitation.
I press the button.
This is the way of the warrior. No retreat.
This is Sparta. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sorry, Sensei. You will die.
Another one.
So, this is how defeat feels.
That was a hard-fought duel.
It is not our duel I speak of. I once craved the joy of battle. My sword flashing like a flame in the spring wind. Dozens.
Enjoy that ASMR.
But it whittled down my soul until I would look at a man and see just a body to break.
To overcome your fear, you fed your pride and anger in its place.
Nobutsuna Sensei saved me. His art taught me to honor the hands and heart behind each sword.
Your graciousness toward me now is a testament to his work.
But with each duel I win, I come close to slipping back upon that dark path. Your victory staves off its shadow, and honors our sensei's teaching. I will share with you what I know, and return to our sensei's side.
So am I gonna get like mastery points for that? Got a legendary amulet and a connable specialization engraving. Alright, let's see the amulet. Well, it's better. Ah, okay, so it's like, is that the bat thingy? Kanak, hello. Kinda looks like it. Huh. Okay. I don't know. Let's see here. Alright, so... I don't know where this guy's at. What? Okay, so I can't do that yet. Yes. So I want to go here. You were destroyed. Okay, so dual talk to. Okay, let's see. Alright, let me do Naoe's next quest. Yo. Me Tokugawa. Okay, that is where? Nobody knows. Oh, okay, that one. Do I remember you? I don't. What stream were you in last? Don't remember seeing that name. That way. So don't jump down. Whee! Alright, 1,000 meters out. Gotta go down a mountain. Coach, come to me.
I am crack at Fortnite.
Observant, as most Igant.
Okay.
I am opting
My
for
audio
your
just like
strategy.
completely died.
The situation prescribes.
Weird.
The sword may win this battle, but patience will win the war.
Let me test something. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't, I can't hear that audio. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and disable Ableton so we won't have the goofy sound effects. Wah, wah. We will be patient.
But Mitsuhide gotta head through aggressive means, my lord.
And yet, in the end,
Okay, let
restraint
me
will
check
triumph
this to
and
see if the
ensure
audio is still
prosperity.
working.
But your forces could help Hashiba Hideyoshi and the Oda clan.
What would this accomplish? For more than 100 years, vengeance, power, and treason have led to this endless cycle. It will drive Hideyoshi, just as it drives Mitsuhide, tear each other apart for power. In this moment, it is wiser to be a fox.
Yes, Lord Ieyasu.
The aim is peace. We will usher the people there carefully. It is useless to harm a bird to make it sing. Best to wait for its song. Ah, our friend in common has arrived.
Hattori Hanzo.
I hope we can one day continue this conversation. Thank you, both.
I hope we don't.
Your help will not be forgotten.
Until we meet again, Lord Ieyasu.
I should talk with Hanzo. By myself.
If you need me, you know where I am.
Standing right in front of me. Okay, you're right there. Easy enough. Of course.
Where is he
Cutscene,
going?
walk. Cutscene, walk. Cutscene, walk. That is the formula. Not even gonna talk while we do it? No. So glad we walked like 15 feet over. Much better. We are now by the talking
Are
tree.
you?
Surviving.
Your father?
Dead.
I offered him life, and he chose death. Stubborn until the end.
That's not what happened. You knew what he was hiding.
The more important question is whether you know.
A fancy lacquered box.
You don't know what's inside.
My father died protecting
Hopefully
it.
it muted that
That's all
sneeze.
that matters to me.
And of course,
The level 3 sneeze,
now
don't worry.
it is lost.
I will find it.
You don't have to be a fool like he was. Abandon this quest.
No, I made a promise.
It is a path that only leads to death.
Then why am I still standing?
It killed your father, and it killed your mother. It will kill you next.
What does this have to do with my mother?
It has everything.
Why does it
to
keep
do with
changing
you.
like really bright, really dark?
You were robbed of an exceptional woman, the best warrior I have ever met.
Tell me more.
It's a complicated story, and I am not much of a storyteller. But I knew her, as well as Nagato did.
Were you close to my father?
We were different in every way. The high-born war prodigy, and the humble Jizamure's son. But we were like brothers.
What changed?
Our views. Time. The world is always moving. But most of all, it was those cursed boxes.
Boxes? There's more than one?
That is all I will say. Abandon this foolish quest, and work with me.
I gave my word.
Open your eyes now,
See, it keeps changing,
The
like,
world is changing.
the shadows.
Your skills.
It's like right before it
Time.
transitions. It's weird.
Come with me.
And be the tool of yet another power-hungry demon like you?
I am not the one chasing ghosts. There's much you don't know.
Fine. But I will never stop asking for the truth.
Your parents raised an honorable child. I understand the burden you carry. Your father's blade is more than a weapon. It is a way of life.
Is it linked to the boxes? What are they?
Go to Setsu. Look for a large coffin. As for what is inside, you will find out on your own. And Naoe, make Tsuyu proud.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Are you all right?
I'm great.
I don't know.
We were by the talking tree.
I'm scared.
Well, you are the most courageous person I have ever met. That must count for something.
You will have to. You can't come with me this time, Yasuke.
We all have secrets.
I like how she has
And
to,
we
like,
all have to face them.
talk to him like that.
Just know that your allies will be there for you if you need us.
What would
Could
I
back
do
up a
without
little bit.
you?
Not strain your
I
neck
really
doing
do
that.
not know. Hey, you've got work to do. Get to it.
Okay, fine. I got 20 mon. Mon. Nice. I'm rich. Okay. Several thousand meters away. Is that what I want to do? I mean, that sounds like fun. We could be Assassin Naoe. So let's do it, I guess. Okay, so there is a fast travel right by there, so that's actually not too bad. If it'll let me select it. Come on. God. This game is the little things that they just need to polish. Considering they delayed it a few months, like, you'd think it'd be a little bit better than this. Okay, thank you for my stuff. Oh, wrong one. Nope. Where's the... Nope. Okay. These birds are laughing. What's so funny, bird? Entirely unnecessary front flip, but it look cool. Excuse me. You need to trim your bushes, please.
Over here.
Yes. Over there. That's great. You started it.
This one was carrying a letter. So we're being hunted by Mitsuhide's Ronin, are we?
Huh.
I'll keep watch for them.
Into the dense forest. What? My controller spoke to me.
I'll find out what's going on here.
Go ahead. See what happens.
I'll look into that.
Aww. Is that what you anticipated happening? Hmm? Is it? Okay. Doesn't look like anyone else.
This place fits Hanzo's description. Now to find the way inside.
By power sliding. Can I ride this pony? It won't let me. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Perhaps
This
through
must be a
here.
way in.
Old Kofun.
Now to find what Hanzo spoke about. So cryptically.
Good thing it's not pitch black in here.
What is this
Yikes.
place? A battle. I wonder what happened. I should make sure I haven't missed anything.
What's over here? I lit it and it fell. Cool. Is it just a separate entrance?
Who else knows about this place?
Cool, it fell.
Good thing I have my rope. Whoever was here didn't want to be found.
Okay. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Loading screen. Okay. Not down. Oh, can you not climb up? Dah. Okay. You can climb up there. But what? This game's controls are just not it. Yeah. Climb up there some more. Yeah. That come on. Just go up. Just go up. Just go up right here. Good chorb. Yikes. So I keep lighting these so I can kind of keep track of where I've been. I can't see a thing. Well, that made it worse. Okay. clean mud.
No signs of battle here. They must have missed this room.
What am I highlighting? Said to highlight something. But what? No clue. Huh.
There's something ahead.
Do I need to descend a little bit? Can you not do that? Okay. Now we'll try swinging. Well, that's not good. Okay, how about now? Believe in yourself. You can do it. Come on, Naoe. Why'd you lose momentum? What? Why? Why are the controls in this game just so unpredictable? Okay. What's that? Oh. Alright. Fine. Yoink. Kofun Reda. Okay. How do I... Oh, this way. It's so bright in my room and so dark in this game. I just can't see. Okay. I don't know if this is how maze like this is, so I keep trying to light stuff so I can... No, don't go that way. What's in
Could one
here,
of the
though?
bodies be... Let's not go there, Naoe. He wears a blade just like mine.
Is this just a shortcut? I'm curious. Since there's two paths, it looked like. Assuming this will open. Okay, yeah, so this is the room that we started in. What?
This scroll is in bad shape. Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent. The rest is too damaged to read.
Okay. So don't stab who's down here.
More bodies. Dead for years. A battle be...
So it's a key. So we're trying to unlock all those people that we stabbed. That makes sense.
No one has been here for years. 3 altars. Could this be where the boxes were kept? Fowler, wisdom, benevolence. The same virtues Chichiwa used in lessons when I was young.
Two.
Only wrote on a few pages, in an odd language. Yasuke can try. I need Yasuke to look at this book.
But first, I need my
This
armor.
must have belonged to someone in the Kakushibaiki.
Let's equip it. Okay. That's pretty dope. Approve. Okay, just got all sorts of better gear.
Perfect fit.
Wasn't sure if that was one of those like codex things. Talk to Yasuke. He's at the hideout. Okay, let's see if I can just fast travel. That would be no. Saying he's here. This is not the hideout. It's like controlling a skateboard. It just takes a while for it to stop.
Time to get out of here.
This way. I can't see.
You followed me?
Of course not.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Pure coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine, you know.
So, what did you find?
I was hoping you could help me with this. I can't read it.
Ah, Latin.
What does it say?
It is a journal, or at least a part of one, if we judge it by the cover. Belonging to Alvaro Cataribera, a Spaniard. He writes about a young assassin.
What? Read it.
I will try to translate, but it is only a few pages. I would need more time for precise reading.
Yasuke.
All right, all right. The time to expand the Brotherhood has come. If we are to fulfill the mission from Emperor Gonara. Tomorrow, Tsuyu and I leave for Iga, in search of a new ally. If rumors are true, a free spirit shinobi, Momochi Sandayu, fights daimyo oppression.
A mission from the former emperor? Momochi Sandayu?
There is more. With luck, Tsuyu will build our brotherhood in Japan. Kakushiba Iki, they call it. One last page. Today, I announced my departure to Tsuyu. I gave her the task of protecting the objects, to keep their secrets. The balance of Japan rests with her. We live in shadow to serve the light.
The objects. What do you think they are?
I do not know. But judging by what this Cataribera wrote, their identity should remain a secret.
My parents, they died for this creed. Hanzo spoke the truth. Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent. I found that tenet in the Kofun.
They were good people who fought for others. We will find what they have lost and honor what they stood for. Ah, they are notes establishing outposts in Tamba, Omi, Ki, and Yamato.
That's as good a start as any.
Okay, what's that? I got 1,000 experience points. What? This is weird. Why are you power sliding? She learned how to drift. Can we go visit Ezio?
There is something different about you. A newfound sense of... The term escapes me. Is it desire? That's for you to define. A path you will trace beyond my guidance. Good. What has been can never truly be erased. Only obscured to those who come next. What once was, is. Waiting. Go. Onward.
Okay, if you insist.
When I was initiated into the Brotherhood, I swore, among many things, to stay my blade from innocent flesh. As I uttered my oath, I nearly choked on emotion. I felt it sing in my soul. A crude twist of fate, perhaps, that this oath would turn out to be my undoing. A pursuit gone wrong, a miscalculation on my part. A young girl, fear and confusion etched into her lifeless eyes.
Hello from
A hidden
Mexico.
blade, bright
I think you
sticky,
can tag
the
me
waxy sheen of her blood.
on
To
Instagram.
this day, I do not know her name.
Otherwise, on
past.
YouTube,
One thing to have
if you use the
nightmares,
@Jared O'Leary,
another thing to know
then
them on a
that
first
should
name
pop
basis.
up in my mentions. If you have like a YouTube video, and then like in the title @Jared O'Leary, I think should do it. Maybe even in the comments. But if you do that, then I can take a look at it. And then on the like one of the upcoming drumming streams, I can provide some feedback live. Give you some thoughts on it. Just make sure it has like a good angle so you can actually see what's happening with the hands and whatnot.
Excommunication from the Brotherhood. From Spain to far-flung ports. Malacca, Formosa. That song I once felt, that once stirred my heart. Silent. And then Macau, where I was shaken. Briefly from my drunken haze. A discussion between two men. Templars. Talking in the open, boldly, and unquestioned. I listened intently as they spoke of an expedition in a chain of islands they called Japan. They departed, and I followed.
So just for anybody who's like brand new to this series, so the game, the majority of all the Assassin's Creed games, you're like in whatever world you're in, whether it's like the Middle East or Italy or in this case in Japan, and you are in your character is in the future reading the genetic memories of ancestors or just like of DNA. So we're exploring Japan from the future. And so, like, there's all this, like, futuristic stuff that, like, randomly appears like this. And it is part of, like, the story and whatnot. But it's a little confusing. What's weird is, like, we haven't been in the future, like, except for the very beginning of the game, which is different than in prior games where you could like kind of go back and forth, and there was like the story in the past and then the story separate from it that was kind of like in the future. So yeah, it's, I don't know, different this round. You're welcome.
In the year
YouTube's probably
of
the easiest.
1559,
Instagram doesn't always tag me
I
and stuff,
landed
but
at Nagasaki.
yeah, hopefully I can help.
The arrival of Francisco Javier's delegation
sorry, not
provided ample cover and access. I absorbed as much as I could, testing the instinct I was certain had faded since I violated the Brotherhood's 3 tenets. Since I stumbled from the path I had covered it for so long, I was wrong. My instincts simply hibernated, waiting for a new war. And in the land of Japan, I had found it. Or it found me. Couldn't fight it alone. I would need allies, soldiers. Progress is slow, but promising. And she is promising as well. A Japanese girl that I saved. Her arm has shriveled from starvation.
Oh no.
I wonder how her wrist can bear the weight of a hidden blade. But I recognize the look in her eyes. She's
the last
determined
one?
to learn. Has the potential
like
to become lethal. To open her heart to the music that once guided me. A tune I had not expected to hear again. Before my day of atonement comes, I am content to do what I have always done. Kill in the name of freedom. To prove my faith in the name of a brotherhood that will not have me. And the new one I will build. The nightmare, it will subside.
So again, accessing like genetic memories, we're able to kind of get perspectives from different people, which makes it interesting. But I'm surprised there hasn't been more of like the outer world. At least not right now. Okay. Yes, this one there. Sorry. What? No. Trying to move a window. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what's your deal now? We've got Naoe, we've got Assassin Naoe, and now we've got more stuff. Do I want to do that? Or do I want to go assassinate people or duel people? So many options. Let's see on the world if there's anything nearby. What's this one? Oh, Junjiro. Yeah, let's do that one. So that Junjiro is the kid that like teaches you how to paint. You've been replaying Assassin's Creed 2? That, yeah. The Ezio games were just so good. Like the story was great. The progression of your character was great. Like, graphically, obviously, this game looks like way better than older games. Like, give credit where credit is due. But for their time, in relation to the other games that were available, they were just like so much better than like this game at the moment. So like right now, I still think Ghost of Tsushima is better. I would still argue that Rise of Ronin is better than this game. But there are some things where it's like, yeah, like clearly this game is beautiful, but the controls, it just feels janky, and the combat is like I can't imagine putting this combat like all the way to the hardest difficulty. But with the old Assassin's Creed games, I would joke that like people would basically line up to fight you. So the combat in some of the old games was not realistic or even close to it. Wait your turn. First let me kill your friend, then you can fight me. Brotherhood was a really good game too. I think that one was the one that had the multiplayer, right? I think it was my favorite one. I platinumed Brotherhood. There was one where you had to get like 15 kills without dying or something. I forget the exact numbers. Like the final trophy I got in multiplayer, it was rough. But that was back when I would platinum games. And now I'm like, I'll just move on to the next one. Now that I can afford more games, I'd rather play a different one than play the same one. Whoa. Nice camera angle. Yeah, that was a good game. I'm actually gonna replay the Uncharted series. And so I'm just gonna go from beginning all the way through it. Where? Oh, it's above me. Duh. I was like looking at the mini map or the little HUD compass thing. Trying to find it. I was like, this doesn't make sense. Why would it be down? Yeah, so I'm gonna play through the Uncharted series, like all of it. And there's one game in it at the end that I haven't played through yet. But then I don't know. Maybe I'll play through some of the old Assassin's Creeds. Give myself some perspective. Playing through it. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. What I'm probably gonna do after I beat this game is I was thinking I'd do like a short game, like a Firewatch, which apparently is really good. I haven't played it yet though, but it's only like 4 hours or something. And then after that, I was thinking the next one would probably be the Uncharted series. Got a few games in mind for what I want to do.
Wasn't sure I'd ever come back here. But not all the memories are bad.
Okay, so we synchronized, which made it so that basically I have a fast travel point. Which is helpful.
Naoe! I can't find Mikang.
She's around here somewhere.
She's
I
dead.
looked in all of Mikang's usual hiding spots. Remember? When we painted her that day.
Oh, yeah. So
But
it's
she
funny you
wasn't
say
in
that. I was
any of
actually
them.
talking to my wife about
Can
that the
you
other
find
day. I
Mikang?
have played it. I really
I'm sure
enjoyed it,
there's
and I want to
signs of
play
her
through it
somewhere.
again. Sorry, let me adjust something. My screens are like weird. Trying to adjust it. What? No. Edit. Layout. No, not that one. This one. Okay, if I do that. And then there. Let me see. Okay, let me test this real quick. There we go. And then you go there. We go. You and you. Okay, I think that'll work. All right, let's go find the animal.
Ah, there. I think I see her.
Examine. Yeah, no, I hear you. I haven't played it in a few years. It was a really good game, though.
Naoe and
Very
Yasuke,
creative.
Look! Mikan had babies. Can we take them back with us? Please?
But because I forgot
I'll take good care of them. I
most of the
promise.
story, I'm looking forward to playing through it again.
There are lots of animals at Auntie Tomiko's.
Let me see,
Why
is
can't
it
we
on
bring home a few more?
my
It's
website?
not that we can't, Junjiro. It's that we shouldn't. I know you love Mika.
No. Okay.
But
Thank you
this
so
is
much
a
for reminding me
home.
about that. I'm gonna add it to my.
And now she's grown up. She
list.
has a family
Oops.
of her own. So you have to trust her. Trust that she can take care of herself.
Okay. But I'm going to name all the mini Mikangs before we leave.
He has a heart too big for his head, that Junjiro.
He's a good boy.
I have known many such people. Too vulnerable for their own good.
But they are good for the rest of us. He will build a better world atop our ashes. Just like Mikang has.
They're so beautiful, Mikang. And they're orange, like you. I wish I could bring you home with me. But it's okay. You'll be happy growing up here, little Tanuki. I was.
He's so cute.
Look at you.
Now, I wonder if I can actually add them to my hideout. It'd be funny. And I bet you too. I'm stepping on my knee is going through his body. Perfect. That's how that works. This isn't Ghost of Tsushima. I'm not a ghost. Okay. Alright, so let's see. I want to fight this guy. So this is like the main story. The next main guy to assassinate. So let's go way up here. Okay. Fast travel. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a smoothie. Alright, smoothie acquired. Let's plug back into the mainframe. Doot 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 doot. Okay. So we are gonna go up over this way. This reminds me of a lot of like Ezio's attire back in the old games. Alright. Up we go. Is there a synchronization point near there? Not really. Okay. I wanted to see if on the way I needed to do anything. Man, maybe there's something I can adjust in the settings, but they just keep parkouring or hugging walls when I don't want them to. Both the characters. Weird. Like I literally just try and run. And it's like, oh, you wanted to hug this wall? No. How about you just go forward? Ooh. Okay, so I'm trying to remember though with The Last of Us, will I get a strike on YouTube? Because like YouTube is where I like all my content is like saved, and all the other streams are just like convenience, like because I don't monetize any of the live streams, like I have ads turned off and whatnot. But so I'm just kind of like, if people want to chat on Instagram, cool. If you want to chat on Twitch, cool. wherever.
Better to keep out of sight.
But I don't remember if Last of Us had like nudity and stuff. Like there were some games that I wanted to play where I was like, can't do that. Why is it saying to stay out of sight but nobody's here? I know it's got like music that's copywritten, but I should be able to disable that in the settings. Although in this game I have music disabled and it still is like, let's have random like weird trap music playing. Some random points.
Still haunt the land. Such
Ooh,
desolation.
is it a ghost?
And for what?
Ghost of Tsushima?
To feed the pride of vengeful men.
Many big YouTubers played it. You know, you're right, because Nick A30, who's like a popular like Fortnite person and known for being family friendly, started off with Last of Us, which is kind of funny.
The light of the Buddha. It has illuminated this land for more than 800 years. May it last 800 more.
Why won't you go up? She was like stuck. It like wouldn't switch. You don't know where I'm at. I'm being sneaky. Got a cool sword right now. Okay, anybody else? Looking for me? Come on. He's a ghost? What? Can ghosts die? The answer is yes. Okay, well that's new. The only Assassin's Creed I've played have had invisible dudes. Interesting. It's me.
Monk still bleeds.
I spilled ketchup everywhere.
Can't be far.
I'm so sorry. I was clumsy. This is why I can't be a waiter. Am I going to play Lost Legacy too? Yeah. So I'll go through all of Nathan Drake's stuff. And then I'll play through Lost Legacy as well. That's the one that I haven't played yet. All the other ones I've played. So I'm just going to put it on like story mode. Just plow through all the enemies. Since I've already played the game normally. Where am I going? Track down Katsuhime. This way. Hey. Have you played Lost Legacy? Does it live up to the other games? I'm given the developer, I imagine it does, because they have a track record of just being great at the games they create. They take their time with it.
Shote sent me to find his daughter. But how can a spoiled daimyo's child help us?
See? Why'd it start with music? It's like not even good music. This is like something I could throw together in like GarageBand in like a matter of moments. Don't mind me, I'm gonna be sneaky. And just for reference, if we go into the system in here, underneath the options, under the audio, my music is off. Let's just add in random music like this. Yeah. Assassination music. That appears sometimes, but not other times. It's worth playing? Sweet. Yeah, look forward to it. You still prefer 4? Yeah, Nathan is a good character. I also like the movie. I know some people have mixed feelings about it, but I thought it was fun. I thought it lived up to the vibe of the games.
From Iga.
The one with Tom
What
Holland.
does someone from Iga want from me?
Your help getting into Sakamoto Castle and killing Akechi Kagemitsu.
That is my father's fight, not mine.
What happened to filial piety?
I followed that man from the hills of Koga to the flames of Ichiyama Honganji. I followed him for 12 years. He has no more loyal followers than me.
So why stop
Do I
now?
listen to Don Caballero?
I don't want to see him die
Who's
in a
that?
foolish vendetta against the Akechi clan.
As opposed to dying in a meaningless fight on Mount Hiei?
These are my father's enemies. But I will consider your words. Farewell,
The Math
Naoe.
Rock group. Oh, cool. Math Rock is pretty sweet.
Time to head to Sakamoto. Shote will be
Impressive what some of the people can do. Check them out. Don Caballero. Getting it down. Ooh. Thank you for the recommendation. Okay. It's weird. In what way? I mean, Math Rock, I guess, in general, is not something you'd hear on a top 40 charts, but some really cool musicianship. My problem is when the concept of the music is the important part and the actual music itself is kind of lost in it. So there's a lot of this might be a little too granular for some people, but you know, my stream and do what I want. So during my tenure in like schools of music, I often went to a bunch of like concerts, like contemporary musicianship stuff, and there was a lot where it was like conceptually just like, okay, that's a neat idea, like you wrote a piece based off of moves on a chessboard, or like where a fish booped on like their nose on like a fish tank where you drew a staff, or like you're basing it off of traffic patterns, or like even more way out there stuff where like you set up a picnic on top of a piano and then you lift the piano and it like falls onto the ground and that's the music, you bow and you walk off stage. Like these are all actual examples of like music I have witnessed at like different concerts and whatnot, or like studied in music history or music theory classes. And like conceptually I'm like, okay, that's really interesting, but would I want to listen to that like in my earbuds or like bumping it in my car? Not at all. Like never. So like math rock can be that way at times. Like prog rock is just far enough where it's like musically can be very interesting, but not so far that it's like not enjoyable to listen to. Although sometimes guitar solos, I'm like, all right, we don't need to spend like 5 minutes on one guitar solo when we only get like 10 seconds on the drums. But to each their own. But yeah, math rock can be cool. But it's like the people who are like beginner drummers who are like, I can play in 7/16 over 9. It's like, cool. It doesn't sound good though. Focus on making your 4/4 sound good before you worry about the goofy stuff. Like I'm on my YouTube channel, because I have like thousands of like drumming videos. Like focus on grid with that rudiment on 1 instead of like grid where it's like every 5 notes it plays like a flam drag off the left backwards while doing backflips. Like that's a fun grid. And I did write it out, but you don't need to start there. Focus on the basics. But I know I sound like an old person when I say that, and you know what? I am. I'm ancient at 39. Movie's widely overhated. Talking about the Uncharted one. Yeah, I agree. So if you've played the games, like the Easter eggs that they put in the Uncharted movie was like, okay, that was fun. Like I love when it's clear like people will actually listen to and pay homage to the source material. That's one of the biggest criticisms that I heard about the Halo show, which I didn't watch, was that the director or something was like, I've never seen it, and was like bragging about how he's like never played the games. It's like, what? How could you make like a TV show or a movie based off of something and not even done the source material? That's like saying, oh well, like I'm gonna make an anime based off of a manga that I've never read. No, don't do that. Don't you dare do that. My bad. I'm being reckless. I'm just trying to get the synchronization point. Yes, search for me. The Halo show was bad. Yeah, I didn't see it. I just didn't want to. Would I say that limb independence is important for Math Rock? I mean, it depends on how you play Math Rock. Uh-oh. That guy just, like, snuck up on me. He's a shinobi. So I think limb independence can be important for anything. So one of the ways that I described it the other day on, like, a drumming stream, which hopefully I'll start that again tomorrow, there's two different schools of thought. Actually, I'll get a visual aid. I'll be right back. Okay, that was weird. Okay, so visual aid. So I have a ton of method books. One of them is Dave Garibaldi. So in this kind of book, what it will often do is it will teach you vertical. So like how to play vertically. I'm only going to show a portion of it because I don't want to get sued. So it like shows you like just a little bit of a beat, and it's like you learn a beat and you just keep repeating the beat over and over. And that's cool and all, but what that ends up doing is it teaches you to think vertically rather than melodically. So you're thinking of how your limbs stack on top of each other. Like I play this and this at the same time, and the foot at the same time, and then I play the other foot on like syncopated on the offbeat or whatever. And then you keep rehearsing that beat until it sounds groovy, sounds good. And then you move on to the next version that whatever author, in this case, Garibaldi, is sharing in it. But there's a different style that's more horizontal. And so the style will use like Ted Reed's syncopation, like the stuff that I'm doing with Don Moyle's book. So if you like go to the back, there's like the 12 solos in here that's like just reading eighth notes. Or what Gary Chester talks about in New Breed, where you're reading like 16th notes or whatever, and you're playing through it from a limb independence style. What that is teaching you to do is to be able to come up with those ostinatos that you play that are on repeat, but you can improvise on top of that. Anything. So if you're playing in an ensemble and the bassist is playing something funky, and you happen to have a book that has something that lines up with it from here, and you go, cool, I can play something that complements that thing that is very funky. But if the bass player then shifts it over just a little bit, it makes it so that now they're playing instead of on the beats, they're playing off the beats. If you haven't sat there and worked on the groove for that, and you're sitting there thinking vertically how everything stacks up, you might not be able to make that shift where you're just like, oh, I can move over my bass drum as well. So if you learn limb independence, it makes it so that you can expand the possibilities of your playing, so you can shift anything in any direction. You can move it on the beat, you can move it off the beat, you can move it between the subdivisions, whatever. All sorts of really interesting things. So for me, even though you might end up like playing a groove that you do for like 3 bars, and then on the 4th bar you do a fill. Cool. If you do it from a limb independent standpoint, the groove that you come up with can match anyone else in the ensemble better than if you just follow the stuff on here. This will teach you some really cool groovy stuff to play, the vertical method. And I've got a ton of books that are that way. It's a lot easier to actually, from a publisher standpoint, to like create a book like this, where it's like, well, I can just write out like 50 different beats. And that is going to sell better than like New Breed or even Syncopation or whatever. Because it teaches you this concrete thing that you can do that is like guaranteed to sound good. Each one of the permutations that you come up with when you're doing the limb independent stuff might not sound great. Like some of them are like, oh yeah, that's really funky. And then others are like, okay, technically that was an interesting thing that taught you how to play better, but was it like groovy? No. So there's just more sonic possibilities with limb independence than it is like playing with what I'm kind of describing as like the vertical approach. But it doesn't mean like one is right or wrong. Like they're both good. It's just I personally, after having played like concert rep and rudimental rep where like everyone plays the exact same thing, the ink on the page, and then I shifted over to starting learning jazz, like after many years of playing, you only play the ink on the page, and realize that there's so much value in the limb independence approach, and which is why I spend like all my practice streams on drum kit doing that. But yeah, I just rambled there. So hopefully that was helpful in some way. But yeah, I personally think that limb independence is good for anything, especially when you're playing with other people, because you can come up with whatever you want. If you're playing stuff for like just like sharing on social media, then maybe not. But yeah, when you're playing with other people, the point in general of drumming is to enhance the other musicians and to like make them sound good, as opposed to just trying to show off. So like they're having studied with like Don Moyle, there are times where like he has played where it's just like and Don Moyle taught like Steve Gadd's son, so like he's like really good. But he plays something that's just like very basic, very simple, but it, like musically it just like fits perfectly. It just makes everything else so tasty. So Steve Gadd has an album with Chick Corea called Friends. What the? Why did I just like go backward? It's like a reverse frog. What is going? Wee! You can't see me. What is going on? Hey! No! I'm trying to escape. Come on. Outrun him. Outrun him. Outrun him. No. I've reached a wall. Exactly how the developers intended that, right? Good movement right there. Anyways, so Steve Gadd on the Chick Corea Friends album, there's a song called Samba Song, I think. And there's a part where all Steve is doing is just playing puttitas, so like right, left, left. So he's just going and it's just like 4 measures of just doing that, and it's so tasty. It is exactly what needed to be played there. And could he have been playing like all sorts of like wacky stuff just out the wazoo? Yeah, it's Steve Gadd. He can play so much. But like just trimming it down to the basics and just playing what needs to be spoken in that moment to kind of complement what like in this case Chick Corea was doing on the keys. What the? Didn't even see that guy. I just saw the indicator to assassinate. I think that is a skill that like is not reinforced enough on or rather through social media. So social media is all about like the flashiness and like showing off like the chops of a drummer. But when you get with a group, they're just gonna be like, okay, can you like just keep time? As opposed to just like trying to play a solo the entire time. But I don't know. That's my rant for the day. Thank you for attending my TED Talk on drummers in the modern era. I agree with you, Meshuggah. If you can make other people sound good, that is a skill. And they'll want to gig with you more. Like, as opposed to, oh, I don't want to drum with Jared because all they do is just like show off the whole time. As opposed to, oh, I want to have Jared in the group because I sound better. Galaxy, hello. Okay. Now we're going to go, hopefully, kill that guy. That's the plan, at least. Keep doing that. Whee! Sakamoto Castle. I'll take this boat. Let us go. Turn on the NOS. Slow down. No. Yeah, so Meshuggah, thinking of like some of the more like in Don Moyle's book, and I don't think Gary Chester talks about it in his, but if you think of the short long as like short notes are one part of the melody and then the long notes are a different part of the melody, so like snare drum on the 8th notes and like quarter note and above on like bass drum, like that, just it's so much more musical. The way that you end up thinking, it's much more melodic moving around on the drums. And that is super helpful for being able to match other people. But I say this as somebody who, like, my primary is not drum kit. Like, rudimental is my primary. And then concert percussion after that. Like, I'm a better marimbist than I am on drum kit. But I'm learning it and trying to study remotely with some great people, and even having taken some private lessons from like people like Don Moyle. Like, still a lot to learn, but it's not my area of expertise. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe in 5 years, when I am considered to be much better on drum kit, I'll be like, I disagree.
You have returned.
It's me.
Are your hands eager? Is your heart strong?
Would I ever consider playing Persona? I've played the last Persona 5 and what's it called? Metaphor. Off stream, like I've beaten both of those games. Persona 5, I loved it because like Japan is just, I don't know, it's a magical place for me. So yeah, I really enjoyed them. I don't know if they would be interesting to stream though. Some of the RPGs are too slow and too grindy that I'm like, I don't know if it'd be fun to stream, especially, so I think Persona 5 took me like 120 hours because I like really took my time with it. Like, considering I only do like 2 hours of gaming streams each time I stream,
yes,
that'd be like 60 days. Like 2 months of one game
We
seems
are
like a lot,
here.
but
Let our war against the Kechi Kagamitsu begin.
Don't you want to know
But
what
it's a great
happened
game.
to your daughter at Mount Hiei? She is just as stubborn as you.
Kairo no ko wa kairo nawe. A frog's child is also a frog.
A tadpole doesn't look like a frog, but when it grows up... Never mind. What's the
are
plan?
they having a metaphor battle?
spotted some gunpowder barrels in the castle.
You changed your mind.
About helping you. Now, setting those barrels on fire should pull the guards away from our target.
There is more to warfare than making things go boom, daughter. Heed my lesson.
I disagree.
For
Michael
one
Bay
thing,
disagrees as well.
Kechi Kagamitsu
We need to
is
make all the
protected
things go
by a
boom.
champion swordsman, Gamo Yoshimitsu, a man not without honor.
I look forward to crossing swords with such a formidable warrior.
We must catch Gamo Yoshimitsu alone, away from the Akechi whelp.
I'm more interested in fiery booms.
You sound like my errant, wrong-headed daughter. Fortunately, we need to do both.
I will see to Gamo Yoshimitsu.
Then we will scout those barrels, light them up and create a diversion.
That will leave Akechi Kagemitsu vulnerable in the main keep.
Vulnerable and dead.
Okay. Well, let's not do that. You know what's gonna be dead? This guy that we're hunting. What's the cheapest drum mics you can buy? I mean, if you want to get really cheap, the E8010 is what I'm using for the drum trigger, and like that technically has like a built-in mic, although I have it disabled when I'm doing the streams. You could do like a single condenser mic. So this one is a dynamic mic. So the dynamic mics are like great for vocal and stuff that's up close, but it doesn't pick up things wide. But a condenser mic, which is actually the one that's right over here that I put in front of the pad, so that those are better for the like picking up like room sounds. So you could use like a single condenser and put it above you or put it like in front. A single mic would be the cheapest, but it would also be, you lack control. Like you wouldn't be able to like change the individual gain on like your kick versus your toms versus your snare, etc. But if you have some kind of an overhead, even if you have like a pair of overheads like above you, that can work. That'll get some more resonance and whatnot. But like this condenser that I have is the Rode NT1000. Yeah, NT1000. Like that's good, but like the thing with getting cheap is like the quality is not there. So like this mic is a standard podcast mic, but it was like what, $350 or something like that. Like it's a good mic. Like I really like it, the SM7B by Shure. But in order to get the good sound, it costs money, unfortunately. Kilgamo Yoshimitsu. But there are like entire like people who have dedicated degrees to studying like the best like audio engineering setup and whatnot. And that is quite an expensive hobby. Like I have a couple of former students, percussionists who actually went and studied like audio engineering and whatnot, and now like they're set up for like the gear that they've got. Whew. It's not cheap. Mic and drums. But yeah, if you go to like the on Reddit, they have like various drum set, drum kit or whatever, like r/ for each of those. Like they have a lot of opinions on like some cheap stuff you can get. Are you under attack? Yes. That I don't know. Because it depends on like what your budget is and whatnot, and what kind of setup you're using, like how many different types of drums. I can't really give a great answer. But there are a bunch of, like, if you search for YouTube, like, best mic setup for, like, a 4-piece drums or something like that. You can find a lot of videos on that. People who would be able to give a better, more specific answer. Like, what I have is not my, what I have is not ideal. Because I'm using a hybrid with the,
I am Gammo Yoshimitsu,
mesh
descendant
heads
of
and
the
whatnot.
great Fujiwara, most revered of all clans. The sacred blood of the Nakatomi, children of the Kami, flows in our veins.
That's the same
And I will
setup
fight
that I got.
you to the death.
They call me Yasuke. Lord Oda Nobunaga gave me my sword. I accept your challenge. Samurai against samurai.
Okay,
Blood
let's
against
fight.
blood. To the death.
Yeah, so with that setup, you could potentially get away with like 2 overheads and like a mic for your kick or something, or even just 2 overheads. It just depends on like how cheap are we talking. Do you want to be? But yeah, I'm not. That's not my expertise. So I don't want to steer you down a path that other people would have a better answer for. This is Sparta. You almost hit me. Kick. You will die. I warned him.
One samurai against another, for honor to the death.
Yes.
An impressive application of Kami Izumi Sensei's teachings, Yasuke.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I worked it up slowly with a metronome.
The other 2.
Do you have a daughter, Yasuke?
No.
I have a dog.
I studied archery under the great Yoshida Shigemasa. But will Katsuhime accept my teaching? No, she wields a teppo. She will not marry anyone I propose. I should send her to a Buddhist nunnery.
Marriage or a nunnery, that is not for me to say. But her teppo should serve us well.
Why did he have that weird movement?
Watch where you point that thing.
What's wrong, Igahime? Does my teppo make you nervous?
She's pointing it up. You can flirt? I like your teppo.
No, I like dangerous weapons.
What
Are they
about
gonna fall in
dangerous
love now?
women?
Even better.
We'll see.
Anyway, time to light up the castle.
I'll head toward the gunpowder. Cover me with that thing.
As you command, General Naoe. I'm off to my vantage point.
So will I control her?
Like a true
Like, can I tell her to
shinobi.
snipe people? That'd be cool.
I need to keep out of sight.
Oh, are they investigating the explosives? Is that what's going on? I want to tag as many of them as I can. So I can keep track of where they're at. Sleep tight, friend.
It is your
someone to feed the Akechi hound.
Not me. I hate how he treats that poor animal.
What does that matter? Feed the dog.
I have a sensitive nature.
Are you guys gonna go feed the dog? Or are you just gonna say you're gonna do something and then just stand there? They have chosen option 2. Nothing's there. Silly thing. Trying to see if there's another entrance. Come here. What did you learn?
I will cut you in two.
Good luck. I will blow you up. See?
The louder the better.
Keep it down. I thought you were Koga trained.
Once. I've mastered the teppo now.
Come here. There you go. Good boy.
We have to find out what that was.
Anything?
Come on. Nothing turned up.
What was that? Nobody knows. Wow. Baka.
We are all finished.
No one found a thing.
Nope. No one found a thing.
Death will suit you.
Did that horse come to assist me? He's an ally. It's so nice that these guys, like 100 feet away, did not hear that massive explosion. Okay.
Join the search.
What? Want a refund on that? That's a new attack. Huh. Alright, let's loot this. Yes, I'm investigate. Okay, 1, 2. We continue.
Over there. Now, let me see.
Come on, go closer. Is he a sheep? Huh.
Time to get back.
He just walked into the fire. Do it again. Oh, he's trying to stop, drop, and roll. I'll help you. I'll put it out. Nice try. Guy must have been cold. Oh, you're cold too? Guys, there are better ways to warm up. Man, it's very jangly. Okay, is there a ration refill? Okay, so I need to go this way. I'm kind of curious what the deal is with this alarm. That's faster.
Naoe, over here.
Can I, like, disable it? Sabotage. Huh. Alright, well, good to know. Oh. Almost. A for effort. Okay, no health. Up, please. Up, please.
That's done. What are you staring at?
Your
I'm a
beautiful
student at
eyes.
Biwa. Rising at dawn to hunt ducks, rowing myself through the mist.
By yourself? I thought you daughters of daimyo were rowed around by your minions.
You are jealous because you have no lakes in Iga.
We do too have lakes.
I'm not even sure you have rivers up in those hills. No wonder you're all so grubby.
Quiet, or into Lake Biwa you go.
Only teasing, Igahime.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cover you from the walls.
Meet Shote. Okay, way over there, eh? I just died. Pro gamer. I assumed she would jump in the water. But nope. I could have done a roll at the last moment. Well. We learned a lesson on that day.
Time to get back to Katsuhime.
Oh, really?
Better not mess around.
Naoe, over here.
Yeah, I know. We already talked. You forgot, apparently. Yep. No one's there. Talk to me. Wow, this is familiar. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. There you go. Good job. Talk to me.
Where is Katsuhime?
Hidden on the walls. She'll give us covering fire.
Now for Akechi Kagemitsu. He is in the Tenshu, the tallest part of the castle.
Impressive. So how do we get in?
Very
I spoke to
carefully.
the gardener. He used to be my gardener. He promised to leave the gate open for us.
That should be everything.
Okay, so now is it going to let me choose between one or the other character? That's my guess. Well, I...
Soldiers!
She changed outfits?
Explosions! that the gunpowder is brand new! And will someone please silence that damn dog?
Like very racist sounding accent. That was a very long, like... Let's just stare at each other.
Stealth is the way.
Yes.
Stealth and steal.
I will steal all the things, don't worry. Oh, you meant EEL. Okay. Why is it playing music? Again, my music is disabled. For a quick refresher, we will go into the options. It's disabled, so I don't get a copyright strike. Oh, you can't see it. This is the music, the one that says off. Cool. Hopefully it's not copywritten. Okay. Alright, let's go, let's go. Okay. Why is it now I have to toggle to it, whereas before it would just like always allow me to ascend immediately? It's weird. Why did I just take that dog's food?
Silence, you filthy mutt! Enough of that damn barking!
Hey, don't talk to your dog like that. Here, would you like your food back? This is what you get for being a mean dog owner.
What you get for ambushing me on the bridge, you dishonorable cur.
The box. Tell me where to find the box.
I would like to get my shoes back.
What box? You speak madness?
The one with Air Jordans.
Then why serve the Shimbakufu?
They promised my uncle vast wealth and his power.
They?
More guards. Let's regroup at the old watchtower.
Hup, 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 hup. Excuse me. Oh, I thought the game crashed again. I was waiting for it to pop up the crash screen. Season change.
I need to meet Katsuhime and her father at the old watchtower.
Okay. Okay, so I guess we can finish that off. So this guy's dead. Wahaha. What's your deal? Okay. Sure. Should I spend my money and unlock that? Sure. Okay, so let's go talk. Oh, sorry to scare you, dog. Can I pet you? Okay. Maybe another time. Okay, we refilled our scouts. That'll allow me to get more supplies and stuff. Do, 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 do. Up. Away we go. What? Why did you do that?
There you will. As it is.
Talk to me.
Looks like you two have reconciled.
He's a stubborn fool, and I'll stubbornly follow him. Like a fool.
With Akechi Kagemitsu gone, we're done here.
No, there is one other thing. A favor. The reason I asked you to meet me here. The Kogoryu fell apart after Nobunaga's invasion.
But someone hired the survivors and gave them a new purpose, an evil one.
Not the first time the Kogans have been used against us.
A list of my former students. Meet me at Koga.
Is this gonna be like more people to fight? We're just gonna defeat all of their former students. Every single one of the trainers.
Please, take this longbow as well. A Rokaku family heirloom. One my daughter will not use.
Thank you. You are too generous.
I'm interested in your league if, you know, you ever want to talk about it.
I'll think about it.
Okay. Sounds great.
I will stay in Omi for a while.
Of course. You know how to find me.
Okay, testing out something. Can I do that? Yes. Alright, good. Cool. Now it's added more stuff to do. More fetch quests? No. I appreciate that it's got a lot to do, but it's like, it's all just go assassinate this guy. Go assassinate this guy. Go assassinate this guy. Go duel this guy. Go assassinate that guy. Oh, here's a new circle of people to fight. Go find this guy, fight that guy. Find this guy, fight that guy. Like, it's too much of the same. I fear. Okay, let's check my base. What? Help the terrified beggar. No, I'm good. Huh? We'll collect our supplies. There we go. Okay. Instagram is being weird. Collect! I gotta go right over here and improve. Ooh, I got 800. Okay, let's see here. Next rank weapons and armor can be upgraded to level 40. 2 allies can assist instead of 1. Okay, so this one's already at maximum level, so I don't need to worry about that. Scout smuggle 20% more resources. That one seems helpful. Kakurega offer seasonal provincial rumors. Okay, so we're going to upgrade so we can get more stuff from the stockpiles, which will make it so I can upgrade stuff faster in the long run. I think that'd be more beneficial than some of the other stuff. I'm not really using the allies much. And I don't have enough stone for it, so I can't do it anyways. This one we can upgrade. Nice. Got a ton of wood. But I need way more for the other stuff. Alright, cool. Okay. I want to see if I can build more dogs. Oh, we got a new cat. Okay, so I can build a cat. Okay. We will build the cat right there. And... a copper pheasant. Just gonna have all the animals. I hope they get along. 4 dogs, 2 cats, and a pheasant. Oh, there it is. Can I pet it? No. I can pet the dog. Yes.
My day just got better.
Agreed. Oh, you eat poop. Don't lick my hand.
You're so soft.
Okay. We have pet animals. Cool. So tomorrow I will continue this journey. What I'm going to do, most likely off stream, is go around the world and collect all of these synchronization points. So I can just like fast travel to like the locations. Because I don't think that's a very enjoyable part of the stream. I think it's quite boring. So I'll do that off stream. And if anything wacky happens, maybe I'll record it. As a just in case. But we will continue assassinating people, dueling people, and, you know, destroying all of the students of my senseis. Because that's what we do in this game. But I do appreciate people stopping in. Appreciate people talking about gaming, talking about drumming. Talk life, whatever. But if you're interested in the prior streams for this, you can find that in the gaming content, as well as the highlight reels for other games like Ghost of Tsushima and Rise of Ronin, which are similar style games, both of which I would argue are better for different reasons. But yeah, if you also want to find the drumming stuff, there's over 2,000 of those videos and just under 500 scheduled for release. So a new one daily, so stay tuned for that. But that's all on YouTube on my home tab. I'm going to call it here, and... hope you all have a good rest of your day. Appreciate people stopping in, and goodbye.